So when I do look at that data and I'm pulling those kids, I am pulling those ones that need that support, whether it be in phonics, whether it be vocabulary. So we look at strategies for those things. If I can get the parents involved, I do that as well. But at small groups in class, most of the times there is this year a little bit different, so sometimes anywhere from 3 to 5, sometimes it's one-on-one. It may be something that this one student didn't get. So I bring them over just for a quick mini lesson to say, okay, let's see what hindered you in this area. What was hard here? And they can look at those things and we can walk through our strategies, what we did in class, and see where that disconnect was. Then there are other times that it may be a whole group kind of thing and we were small grouping out where you're working with a partner. Then there may be other times where we have a group of 4 that I'll set those groups up myself. The group may be different. You may be with this friend this day and the next day they may not be in that group. Maybe at weekly, they change weekly. Sometimes it depends on how you did on the weekly assessment and comprehension. Do I need to pull you to say, hey, let's look at your test from last week? So all those things come into play when I'm doing groups rather. I think I learned to do a lot of things trial and error. And that's one of the things that I have to, I think, sometimes get out of my head to say, because it doesn't look like teacher X's, then it's not working, but to figure out what worked for my kids. After years of teaching, it's been trial and error. It's really been what's working for me and just even collaborating with other teachers to say, what have you done here? And like, well, let me try that in my class, or let me try a portion of that in my class. So even all those things kind of come into play when I'm just trying to figure out the group I have, because every year it's different. Every group is different. Small groups, I think, in primary are very different from small groups in intermediate grade. So once they get to 3rd grade, primary might do a lot of centers. They may rotate them out. A lot of times, if I'm pulling small groups, it may be just one group a day. It may be who needs that extra boost, that extra help that day. If we're doing something and I know it was a skill that might be a skill that's a little bit harder than a little bit more rigorous, then that may be a day that everyone else might get started on independent work, but I pull them over, hey, let's read the article together before you read the questions, or let's read the questions together before you read the passage. So it depends on what we're doing. If there are skills that they've shown me in whole group instruction that they're grasping, then I let them go for it. But then there are other days I'm like, hey, it's X, Y, Z, come see me at the kidney table before we start on that.